because of recent events and how the global warming and stuff.
Yeah, lah. No, that's the thing. You're talking about recent events, but when they established their HQ here, their APEC
Okay
HQ
lah,
here,
I agree
it
with you
was because one of the
I
reasons
agree
is
with
for
you.
that.
People talk until the earthquake, the plate movement, and suddenly just counter like that, just zip me up. Okay lah, bro.
Bring back the mic. Bring back the mic. Okay, faster, bring back. This is a two-man show, guys. We are currently looking for. You are looking for someone else. Maybe you can call yourself Daddy B or something. I don't know. No. Faster.
I am Daddy Vibes.
I am Baby Q.
And we are
Cookie Max.
Second lah.
Oh, you go to future already, huh?
Then he, abang. Then I said, bro. I said, that's Nathan, bro. Nyam ketupat, nyam ketupat, nyam ketupat, nyam.
Is he saying yum or
Nyam.
Nyam is in eating lah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the tepat.
Welcome to the tepat ketupat of the podcast.
So the past
away.
Okay, the very first time I saw this video was few months back. But over the past few weeks lah, it's getting viral lah, finally. So they actually this Chinese company, this Chinese factory, they actually show how much it really costs to make a Birkin bag.
Okay, I think I remember seeing a similar video. Okay.
So they actually use the same materials. The only difference is the craftsmanship, which like for the original bag, right, they use people from France to hand stitch and all this kind of stuff lah. But for this instance, they still use the same thread,
okay,
but they do it in China lah. So actually there's a lot of mixed reactions lah, like from celebrities in Hollywood. Like some of them cannot take it lah, that the bag is actually cheap lah.
Cheap, yes.
Not say cheap lah, right? But it costs like a few hundred times lesser than what it is sold for lah.
Correct.
So for example, like Kim Kardashian said, don't think that it's real, something like that lah. Like it's handmade in France, for example.
Okay.
So they don't believe that it is produced in China. But actually they actually further dig into the like luxury brands website lah. We don't want to say which fashion house in particular, but in general lah. So they actually never deny that the things all come from China. You see, like example, like it can be assembled in Singapore, yes. But all the parts actually came from China.
Yes.
So it's that same concept lah.
Correct. But I've seen similar videos like that quite recently also, and also actually like warehouses and factories actually like saying, okay, this luxury brand is actually from here, from China, we make here and everything. The reason why all these videos have started coming up recently is because of the US tariffs.
Oh yeah. So no one else to blame but him.
Correct. Because he I just mentioned the name lah. Why must he have all? Trump basically Trump he imposed heavy bans, especially on China. Extra tariffs on for China itself. So those luxury brands, factory outlets, all based in China. So they are saying, now their intention is to actually go against Trump's tariffs and to let the world know that all their luxury goods and everything is all actually made in China factories. And their main purpose is to cut off the middleman, which is the US and the luxury brands. So they're saying,
Makes sense.
so they're saying that you want to buy, for example, this luxury brand, right? It's okay. You don't have to pay 2,000, 3,000 for it. We will sell it to you for don't know how many percent less. For example, like maybe example, this bag costs you 3,000. No problem. We sell it to you for $30.
No lah, but
Your mind will see you.
they usually is like they sell for like 50, 60,000 kind, but then they can sell you at 1,000.
That kind of
That
stuff
kind
lah.
lah.
Example, yes, correct.
So yeah lah, it makes sense lah, totally. And I heard China also imposed tariff on US. Yeah, so like there's a trade war going on, and because of this, disclaimer: this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
Because of this, I know people who actually shorted on XRP.
Can you please elaborate on XRP?
No, I don't want to explain, because if I explain, then people will have interest in this, and then they will want to buy. But when actually I say this is not financial advice.
Okay.
You can Google lah what is XRP.
XRP. Okay.
Got something to do with all the coins and stuff.
Oh, it's like like
I don't know. I never say.
crypto lah.
Something like that lah.
Okay.
Anyway, along the lines lah. So yeah, there was also a video. But actually, I started this video this part talking about the luxury stuff lah. I just want to talk about how they expose lah. But since we have come into the tariff territory, right? Tariff territory.
TT.
So there was
Try like you.
Style pone. There was this video I also saw. Is some news agency interviewing this doctor in China. Doctor or lawyer, something like that. Some professional. So he said that the US don't need China. Wrong. The China
don't need US.
Yes. That's what I intend to say.
Okay.
So
I can see why.
Yeah. So like he even went to the extent of talking about history. So he said China have been here long before US is here. Like you're talking about like
historical
history,
sense. Yes. Okay.
And China will he said like 5,000 years ago China is here. And China is still here. Whereas 5,000 years ago US is not here. And we will still be here in the next 5,000 years, he said that. Like really crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean you see he's just a weird fellow lah. In my opinion lah. Who else?
Trump.
Yeah lah.
Okay. But I don't know if we Cookie Marks are in a capacity to talk about how it can potentially affect Singapore, because Singapore, right, we are known to, this one in Cookie Marks language lah, known to suck up lah. Like China, we are friends with China. We are also friends with US. We somehow also friends with Russia. Right?
Yes. In a sense, yes.
Yeah.
Like even
friends with everyone.
Correct. Like even in the quite recent our, if I'm not wrong, our trade and finance minister when US imposed the tariffs on Singapore itself, right? He was saying, he was actually quite sad like
10%.
I that one I'm not really sure.
Not mistaken.
Yeah, like he was saying like this we've all this is not a positive a good thing to do, especially knowing that Singapore and the US has
bilateral relations.
Yes, and long-standing friendship. And and he mentioned this phrase saying that this is not something a friend does to another friend.
He said it to the
Trump. Yes, as in like the US lah, not specifically the Trump administration lah, saying that you've had long-standing bilateral friendship with each other. This is not something a friend does.
Right. Like maybe Trump has his own agenda lah, but like okay lah, we talk until so far, but let's look at Singapore lah. Because of the Okay, this one I talk good about the government. This time I say good things. Like even though like the reason why all the big MNCs are here is because of the good bilateral relationship we have with the US. And they allow Singapore, or rather Singapore allow these companies to actually set up shop here to become HQ for APEC,
Yes.
Yeah, so like
yes.
fella never think like
Correct.
we do this pakai.
Correct. And that is that's one of the reasons lah. Another reason is because of our social and economic stability.
Yes, of
And not
course.
just that, another reason is also because we don't have any natural disasters.
But now hard to say already lah.
Oh yeah, how to say? As in what?
So the recent Thailand is not in the plate, what? Also kena what?
No, as in like you're talking about HQs, right? Having HQs in Singapore, right? In that
natural
aspect,
disaster, when talking about earthquake Thailand is not in the plate for the
for
earthquake thingy. I
the
mean, I'm talking in layman terms lah. I don't want to talk until
technical
become analyst level lah. People don't understand.
True.
So yeah, so the places where there are earthquakes all lie around the fault lines. See, I start already. Fuck you all. It lies around the fault lines, and then they are in a place where the plates can move.
Yes.
That causes the earthquake. When the plates move, talk about earthquake.
Yes.
When the plates move, that's where earthquakes cause.
Mhm.
And in turn, when the plates move, the ground shake later on. So when everything shake, right, it causes a ripple effect. Then later on, the tsunami come. But for Thailand, their sea, yes, prone to tsunami. But it's on the Phuket side,
Yeah.
So if you see on the map, the left side, that one all prone to tsunami. There's the bigger sea lah. But on the right side, that one is where Pattaya all is. That one you won't kena. But left side, yes. But that country is not anywhere near the plates. So it's not supposed to shift. It's supposedly disaster free also.
Supposedly lah.
Yeah. So that's where when you talk about Singapore, we also supposedly disaster free. But how? Because of recent events and how the global warming and stuff.
Yeah lah. No, that's the thing. You're talking about recent events, but when they established their HQ here, their APEC HQ here,
I agree
it
with you
was because one of the
I
reasons
agree
is
with
for
you.
that.
People talk until the earthquake, the plate movement, then suddenly just counter like that, just zip me up. Okay lah, bro.
Bring back the mic. Bring back the mic. Okay, faster, bring back. This is a two-man show, guys. We are currently looking for. You are looking for someone else. Maybe you can call yourself Daddy B or something. I don't know. No. Faster. Only us. Just us. Yeah lah. I mean, yeah lah. So that was the reason lah. But which is that's why I say it's because of all these that our finance minister actually he said that word like this is not what a friend does to you.
All right.
And the funny thing is every single time that he comes into power, Trump comes into power, he has the habit of overthrowing or removing whatever the previous president did. Like for example, when ex US president Barack Obama, he brought. I think there was some stuff that he brought in, the Obamacare or something like that. Like, I think that one also he removed.
Abolish.
Yeah. Then after that, after he left, then who came to power? Biden, right? Then
Biden.
I think
Tok Biden.
Tok Biden came. Then I'm not sure. I think he did something. That one also after Trump came back into power, he like removed like admonish everything like. Like for me, I'm starting to wonder why. Like how would how would the US citizens kind of like feel like one moment I'm like this another president come it change, like it's gone, something has happened. Then the other president come, then it like things get better a bit. Then he come back again, then like it's back to square one.
Yeah, then like that time it started like TikTok at first. You remember the TikTok saga, the one until the CEO say, "I'm Singaporean, I serve the national
Yeah,
service."
the whole
Also because
interview
they
thing.
want what TikTok in US to have something like that. Right? They want it. They, if I can recall, they want like a major share in the US.
Something like that, yes.
Like American US must have a big chunk of the pie, something like that. For them to actually let them set up shop there.
Correct. And it also watching all those videos like made me feel like fuck,
Rich,
like
no?
that I also can be a senator, sir.
Can
Because of the questions they ask, right?
Yeah.
You feel smarter than them because you're asking stupid redundant question and you get a straightforward answer to that, and you're asking, like, for example, the what's his name, the CEO show CEO.
Sure. Aduh. Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry, hello.
Okay lah, TikTok CEO lah. Okay lah,
TikTok
yeah
CEO.
lah.
You know, he say when they ask questions like, are you a member of the Communist Party? Senator, I'm Singaporean. Are you a member of the Communist Party? Senator, I said I'm Singaporean. I served my 2 years of my
He don't care.
NS military life. Are you the blah 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 something? Are you part of China Communist? You get what I mean? Like, it makes you feel like he already answered your question. You ask the second time to confirm. Okay, he answered. You keep asking the same thing. It's like you're trying to force him or trying to make him slip into saying things that you actually want him to slip into saying.
Yeah.
So
they try to change.
Correct.
The
so when you
narrative,
watch this thing, you start feeling smart. Shit, I'm smart. I'm smarter than these idiots asking this question, that kind of stuff.
Sorry to say like both of us, we work with English speaking natives.
Yes.
And sorry to say, their English is actually worse than us.
Yeah.
No matter like we speak broken English or whatever, right? Like
no, but that's the thing. That is here. As in, like, our normal conversing English is like that. But when in our professional setting, our English is totally different.
Their English really pecah, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Like legit, like they can't even structure proper sentences. Like, okay lah, let's just say lah, this fella is American lah. Like, he's American, but he speaks in English on a daily basis lah. But his English pecah. And also like, how to say like he tries to enforce whatever is happening in his country.
Yeah.
Whereas the geopolitical location that he is in, Singapore, doesn't fit his.
Yeah. You cannot use his context in
here
in Singapore, that kind of thing. Yes, I think I know who you're talking about, lah.
Lah. That's the person. That's the only person.
Yes. So that's the thing, lah. And the funny thing is, APEC, like you're sort of like in charge for APEC, and then you don't understand the geopolitical context. Is it's something that kind of like baffles us.
I also can.
Yeah, exactly.
You also can.
Exactly.
No need what. Just come wayang. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Oops. I never say anything.
What's the other words you use?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, lah. Forget it. Not like as well. Viewers will know, understand also.
But yeah, I mean, not that we're not bitching about a particular person, but we're talking about, like, actually this Angmo, although they speak Angmo,
yeah,
but
I think it is their natural inclination to feel superior and smarter than Asians in a certain context, if you want to put it that way. Correct. So it is, I feel it's something that's ingrained in them since young. Like for them, it's like, oh, I'm a Westerner. I'm a Periyavala Karatete. As in, I say in Tamil, if I want to translate, oh, I'm a Westerner. I'm a big American tits. So that kind of stands like like you feel like, oh, just tak because
link.
yeah. For those who understood our Indian friends who understood, they will know lah, like the
Kepala
like for
tete.
example, ஒரு பெரிய வெள்ளக்கார தேத்தே, you know, the kind of thing. Like you think you big white tits,
Oh,
that
okay,
kind of
okay,
stuff. So that's why I say it's normal for them to feel like that, like, because that is how they have been their
yeah.
social lifestyle, the way they were brought up at home
Mm.
is like that. Oh, because I'm a Westerner, because I'm a white, I'm superior than others.
Okay, this one, now we talk about another country, our neighboring country. So, that time, in Indonesia,
Hmm?
Indonesia stopped Apple from doing business, something like that. But then they remade a deal
Uh-huh.
very recently,
Hmm?
like 30 billion or something like that, which allow them to come inside the Indonesian market once again.
Oh.
So it's all money lah.
Mm.
And I won't be surprised. Yeah, I never say, he never say, we at Cookie Marks never say that maybe when in order like to set up shop here, they need to pay the government a bit or show hand some money.
I believe it is highly possible lah.
But we don't want to say the wrong things lah because we don't know.
Yeah, correct.
We never set up MNC here lah,
Correct.
but we set
No,
up
but
the
then again,
office
it
here.
is the thing is, even if that is what actually happens, it is not wrong lah. In
It's
my
not wrong, it's
opinion, lah, it's
business
not
lah.
wrong. Yeah, it's like
It's just like how
tenant. You get you contract a tenancy contract from a shop or something. Okay, I'm
same
gonna
also
rent
like
out.
how Singapore actually paid a certain amount to win the tender for Taylor Swift concert.
Talking about it, do you know that they also won as in like
What?
the saga, Lady Gaga. Why is it saga?
Lady Saga. Sigi Saga. Sega
Yeah.
Mega Drive.
So Lady Gaga apparently also has in Asia. Singapore is
South Asia. India.
no, it's in Asia. In Asia,
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia, Singapore is the only country that
the
she's
stop.
gonna.
Same like Coldplay lah.
Coldplay also same
Yeah. Few nights.
Nice.
Correct.
So in Singapore only lah.
Already passed lah.
Yeah lah, no, as in like, so they only could perform in Singapore, nowhere else.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So okay, when that happens, right, it actually it makes sense lah. If we run a country, yeah, we will do that. We will block out, let's say, 2 weeks worth of. Okay, let's say Bruno Mars example. Okay, so we call Bruno Mars come. We pay his everything. We pay extra. So let's say we take out maybe 10 million. Give Bruno Mars. We make deal with him. We tell him, okay, 2 weeks in a row you make concert here. So potentially, right, with not only the locals get to watch, because Singapore is the only stop in Asia, you know. So when we talk about Asia, right, even spill over to Australia, technically.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So Australians will come, then the whole of Southeast Asia all will come. Asia, Japan, all will come.
True.
So when they come, it actually spillover effect.
Yeah.
Like it boosts
our tourism.
Yes. Tourism industry, planes all will be full, hotels will be fully
Hotels will
booked.
be full. Yes.
Especially around the what do you call it? The area where they do the concert lah.
Lots of private transport bookings. A lot.
Yep.
Food, you know, the money they spend for food.
Even taxi.
Yes.
Yeah, so it actually boosts up tourism in pockets of space where it's usually mundane. So like in a normal setting like Singapore, the tourism will, the high season the peak, like December holidays, all the school holidays.
Correct.
Then F1 season. So they actually managed to find and slot in where it's supposed to be low season, and they made it high season.
Correct.
So it's smart actually. Yeah, and when they block out things like that, then from every Asian countries want to come here. Yeah, it's naturally something envious lah. Like other countries, governments and officials are envious of lah.
Yeah, I think not. I think maybe not really envious, but I would I
Yes,
would I would
it is made.
blatantly and bluntly put jealous.
Fuck lah. I didn't want to use the word
Yeah,
jealous lah.
I would say jealous because
Okay, okay.
envious is something that like
I'm just putting
you
it in a
yeah,
nice
like,
way
that's why I
lah.
say
That's all.
you. But
Like you
very
just had
weird.
to be the bastard.
Normally, I'm the nice guy.
Huh?
You are the asshole.
Because
Today
I'm
is different
telling the
lah.
story.
Yeah, lah,
So I
like,
don't
oh,
want to disrupt my flow.
so okay. I'm sorry, but
Because when you give commentary, yes, all out.
correct. Okay, because I'm not saying bashing other countries or what. I'm not someone who bashes other country and stuff. But when this kind of like this kind of conversation is like, because you're proud. And it's the fact, like I'm sure if I was one of those countries that are like not Singapore, not in Singapore, but different country, I'm like, I'll be fucking jealous, yeah. I'm putting myself in the shoe. I'll be fucking jealous. I'll be like, fuck, how's yeah, that kind of stuff.
So like, yeah, if it's done in another country, like will they have the capacity, the ecosystem to actually have all this? Like, okay, we are an experienced country that does huge events
Yes.
like since the start.
Yes.
Like in the 90s, 70s, 80s, ASEAN Summit and stuff.
Mm.
Then we hosted SEA Games.
Mm.
We hosted the Youth Olympic Games, bigger.
Correct.
Before that, yeah, they start to toy around with F1. Yeah.
If you talk about in that sense, right? If you ask me, if any other Asian or Southeast Asian country can do as well as us, I would. There's only one country that comes to my mind.
Where?
Guess?
Malaysia.
No.
Then?
Japan.
You said Southeast
Yeah,
Asian.
sorry, Asian lah, Asian country
If
lah.
you say Asian, I say Japan lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Or either,
but because
maybe
Japan,
even better than us.
Yeah, like Japan, they did host the World Cup with joint organizer with South Korea.
Correct.
2002.
Correct. In a way, I think maybe I would say they will do better than us. Because they have they don't just have all the system in place, not even their own like citizens themselves. Like for example, after every game, even when the Japanese.
How he went?
No, read up and all that. Like Japanese, when they go to a different country for some event or what, like some soccer match or whatever, like all of us would have seen. They clean up the bloody stadium. After everyone leave everything, they clean up the area that they occupy, like pick up the rubbish, use wet tissue, wipe the seat and all those things. So you get what I mean. Their mentality is like that, where like that's the reason why I say I have confidence that if they are ever in a position to do something like what Singapore did, they have confidence that they will do better.
Yes, I think but a lot of this one I say tourists as a whole, they prefer Singapore because we speak in English.
Really? Because we speak in English?
And I kid you not, there are tourists who come to Singapore who don't do research one. Serious. They come, the first thing they ask, oh, do you all speak English here? Yeah, they don't.
So why are they even here?
So some people they like to watch a movie and come in with a surprise. And there are some who like to read the synopsis first, see who the actor, the actress, see how the storyline gonna be, who's the director. But some, they just straight go there and watch. But when they are there, then they question. So same lah. The tourists come here, they don't know what is the national language, they don't know what's the national flower, example lah. They don't know what's the language spoken here, what's the business language.
But how I mean, you cannot compare movie to this. Why? It's two different
it's just a comparison.
worlds. Why?
Yeah, it's different, but
yeah lah. Because the thing is like for you want to visit a country, you're going to be there, physically, and oh wow, you're going to be there physically and all. So obviously you'd want to at least the basic research, what languages they speak.
Bro,
what
not
is their
one. I've encountered a few.
Are they mostly from the
Western? Yeah, legit. They don't know whether like, oh, so you guys speak English? Like,
Sadly, sad to say,
motherfucker.
Sad to say, they think, at least from what I know, most of them, they think that they are actually very smart. But truth be told, they are just very ignorant people. And they are very closed off. Do you know that a lot of
Yeah. They are in their bubble.
correct? And do you know that in US citizens,
Mm.
a big percentage of them, they don't have passports.
Yeah.
They have never been outside of the
Correct.
US before.
So the one that are well traveled are the more
Yes.
receptive lah to things.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, we are running out of time.
Yes.
I particularly enjoyed this third part
Particularly.
particularly I enjoyed this third part.
Yeah.
And we shall wait for the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned.
Goodbye.
Cookie Marks.
Kopiko.
Cookie Marks. Cheers.
Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Recording no still, bro.